विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। Seated in the divine presence of all the enlightened masters, Venerable Bhante and Guruji, Guruma, and all the distinguished peacemakers, a very warm welcome in the first day after the inauguration. Yesterday we had a beautiful opening ceremony. I hope you enjoyed that. And today we are starting the main course of and this convention is different than regular convention. This is not where the speaker comes, speaks and go away. Here each one is participating. Every one of you will be participating in this. You will be asking questions. You will be giving your point of view. Everybody will participate. Everybody will speak in that group discussion session. Okay? So I request you to participate very actively. Very important responsibility that we all are doing here. Okay? I'll request. Each one of us has some thoughts, some ideas, because every one of us is going through some experiences of life. This is the platform to express your ideas. Okay? So why are we talking about this subject is the question we should think about. Yesterday we discussed few of the outer problems which are happening around us. Some of you were not there. I am quickly again taking you through the population. These are the problems which are affecting us directly. Some problems may not be affecting us directly, but some are affecting very directly to our lives. Population which is growing at a very fast rate, land degradation, food insecurity is happening around us. You know, I have been coming to Sri Lanka for last 11 years, 40 visits. In the last 2-3 visits, I am first time seeing beggars on the street here. I have never seen beggars. They are asking for food. Okay? So food insecurity has reached inside our house here. People are not getting, and this is the basic requirement. If food is not there, crime will automatically grow. Crimes will happen. That's the natural thing which happen, and homes will be under stress. Crimes are happening inside the home. We talked about yesterday all these things, but I'm just giving a fresh refresher. And then poverty, crime, corruption, terrorism, all are the fruits of these problems which are underneath. Home in the tension, if the home is burning, these are the problems which will come out as a fruits outside. So the cause of these problems lies into our homes, not outside anywhere. First of all, we need to think about this. Where is the cause for this? Inside the home or outside somewhere? Okay? At one end, we are seeing the humans are increasing on this planet. You know, when the population of the world was 1 billion, from 1 billion to 2 billion population, it took 127 years to reach there. And now, from 7 billion to 8 billion, 7 billion to 8 billion, just last month, the world population grew. Now, it is taking about 10 years to increment of 1 billion. 127 years, that was long back. Now it is taking only 10 years. Maybe after some time it will take only 5 years or 6 years if we cannot look at this problem. So humanity is falling down, humans are growing. What a contrast. Why it is happening? Number of humans are increasing, but humanity is going down. It is like if you are having a mango tree, right? You are increasing the number of mangoes, but the sweetness in the mango is going away. So what's the use of having those mangoes? Isn't it better to have less mangoes but sweet mangoes? Or have more mangoes and with no sweetness? That's the question to think about. Why? Tell me why. So birth in a human form is a blessing. All of us are blessed to have taken this human body. The body has been given by nature. Rest, whose responsibility it is to develop the body's identity, which is humanity. That is again the question. Whose responsibility it is to become a human? Nature has given so much priceless gifts in the form of this highly useful body. Super capable mind humans have got. Today we have not unlocked about 80% to 85% of the capacity of the mind is still locked. We have not been able to unlock it. Imagine if that can open. Infinite possibilities are there for growth and development and peace. Unparalleled intellect. Intellect is the one which distinguishes humans from other species like animals, plants, other things. What are we doing with our intellect? Are we using it or not? It is like having billion rupees in your account, bank account, but not using it. Just keeping it there and being happy that my account is growing. One day you will die, account will also be dying with that. It is like that. Billions of wealth has been given. Are we using these gifts or the wealth which nature has given properly or not? Another question that comes. Okay? And mankind has developed using these gifts by learning from the nature. Right from the primordial man to the modern man, this evolution has taken place. Millions of years of journey mankind has done. And we have reached here today. In this journey, there have been happy ages. Happy ages and there have been dark ages also. Now we have to see which age we are living today. Is this the happy age of mankind or is it the dark age of mankind we are going through? This cycle goes up and down, goes like your breathing. Breathing goes out, in a cycle. This happy age, dark age goes on. In our life also, if you say just your life, there will be ups and downs. There will be happy times, there will be dark times when you are sad, when you are in the suffering takes over. So you collect all the humans, we say happy age of the mankind and the dark age of the mankind. When more and more people, the suffering increases, that is the dark age of the mankind. So today, which age are we living? That's the question we ask. And what is the reason behind these eclipse? This eclipse happens on the humanity. So what are the causes of these eclipses? Like sun gets the eclipse, moon gets the eclipse, humanity also is getting the eclipse. So what are the causes for this eclipse? And what, as a human race, we should do in when we are having the happy times and when we are having the dark times? What are our responsibilities in those two phases of our lives? And what are we doing and what should we do? That's the question we need to again think about. So this is the current state of life, what we see around us globally, where we see and we spoke about all these things, right? I'm re-stressing on these stuff, so I'll just move on. And at the same time, when we need the leaders, visionary leaders, there is a famine of leaders. Okay? The leaders are missing on the board who can guide us. So this is a situation like headless chickens. People have become headless chickens, don't know where to go, no direction. Everybody is running east, west, south, up, down, trying to find, but nothing is coming out. Because no proper direction is available. What a contrast. When the world needs the leaders the most, there are no leaders to be found. What is the reason for that? Why it is not that? There was an age when so many guides, leaders were there. So many rishis, sages, they took birth during that time. That age was the golden age of mankind. The Vedic age it is called as. 1500 BC to 300 BC when Buddha, Mahavir, Chanakya and so many people came together. Not just eastern part of the world, even the western part of the world, in the Greek and all, philosophers, they were the leaders. They were telling the rulers how to do the effective rule in the interest of the mankind and interest of the everybody. But today, those things are missing. Rulers have no direction also today. So the future is appearing very grim. If we continue like this, you know where we are headed. Probably you are safe. You know, one of the statistics says this world has only 60 years of harvest left. After 60 years, there will not be any harvest because the soil is going away. So we have food available only for the next 60 years. Maybe you are safe, I am safe. Maybe our children are safe, but what about your grandchildren? Your grandchildren are not safe. Our grandchildren are not safe. What will they eat? And who they will curse? They should remember, we should remember our ancestors in the good thing. Our grandchildren will not remember us, they will curse us. What have we done? What have we left for them? They will say, why have you brought me in this world? They will ask the parents, like that kid was asking, what is my life for? That child, that song, he was asking the same question. So, is there any silver ray of hope in this whole grim future? Do we see any hope? That's the another question. Scriptures say suffering is a teacher. Suffering is not a punishment, it is an opportunity. It is a teacher. It is a key to development. If suffering is not there, development cannot happen. Because suffering pushes you. Suffering brings the best out of you. Otherwise there will be stagnation. Nobody will grow. It will stop. So suffering is, that's why suffering comes as a blessing, not as a punishment. It is a reminder to the humans that you are not God. Suffering reminds us that you are not God. Otherwise arrogance comes. I am everything, I can do that, I can do that. That arrogance develops. That ego stands tall and starts doing all the destruction. So it reminds, you are not the God. You are just a human. Stay in your limits, behave in your limits. Behave like a human at least. Don't become animal. And don't try to be a God. Both sides. Don't go down limits, don't cross your upper limits. Just do that, you will be happy. Suffering tells us. There is a line which we need to understand. Be humble. It teaches us value of being human, value of the humanity. So, how suffering helps in the development of humanity is the question we need to think. What is suffering? Why it comes? All these questions come in mind. Please think about it. These answers will make you stronger in your life. It will change the course of your life. I can very well confidently say from here. Very boldly I can say it from here. And can humanity develop? Is there a silver ray? Can we increase that silver and bright light? How can it be developed? How humanity can be developed is the another question for that. But for that we should know where is humanity. To develop something we should know where it is. Then we can think about where it is, humanity. Does it lie in our action? There are so many actions people do, charity and other work that people do. Is the humanity in the action or somewhere else? Action is taking place outside. Okay? But the source of action is where? We need to think about. Okay? Is action the source of humanity or just a reflection of humanity? That is the question. Or is it a measure of it? Can humanity be developed by these training rooms, sit in the room, attend 2-3 days training, attend this conference? Can it be developed by them? Again, I am asking these questions. Right? What is the function? Is religion, humanity is a function of religion or culture or something else? Because whenever we talk about humanity, immediately the discussion steers towards the religious talks. Islam, Hindu, Buddhism, Christianity, we start talking about that. So is humanity is a function of religion? Or is it a function of culture? Or is it a function of something else? Or is it a function of everything? That we need to discuss, think. And how, if we develop the humanity, that means when we get into the happy age, how we can sustain that humanity? How we can increase the lifespan of humanity of the happy age? How we can do that? That is something. These are the questions I just wanted to raise through this keynote so that it will give us a start. You may also have your own questions. Please bring those questions. Whatever comes to mind, we are a family. Please don't keep everything inside here. Bring it out. Don't worry what people will think. Get the answers. You never know, something very good thought will come from anybody that will change the course, direction of the world. Nobody knows. We are all sitting in the divine presence. The divine grace is showering on us. Maybe we will make use of it. Let us all lift ourselves in these 3-4 days. Uplift our